Okay. Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and wanna see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure. And then, sometimes you need a foe, one to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the ones that wanna keep you where you've been before. But I can't go, no I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check, not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. It changed, man, I like your respect. Give them more than when I get expecting at the back. In fact, you know, I sat down with my accountant, he said I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more. Okay, look, sometimes you need to fake, sometimes you need to know your worth, sometimes you need to wait. Shoot like the golden boy, but in front of bait. You can't negotiate with Drake, you gon' have to pay. But wait, jugging on the main stage, with the mainframe, loosen up your face, baby. Sometimes I need a vacate, meditate, hydrate, protect my energy before engagement.
Grew up having nothing, you're labeled impatient. But once the boss made it, you're labeled amazing. Meticulous with words, such a force of nature. I don't wanna seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I wanna see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that, it's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing over your permit. 6 figures every year, yeah, I earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and wanna see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a fool. Oh. Men gon' lie, women gon' lie. You looking for the truth and the numbers don't hide. Looking for the root of all evil, then you need to go open up the briefcase, see with your eyes. Everybody claim to be great at all times, but I never seen anything in the rain in the front line. No lie. Stop playing on my phone line. Pull up in the space crew with the roof optional. When nobody follow suit, I've been groomed from the womb. Came out of my mama with some runners in the shoes. That's stepped in the street and pull it. What you gon' do? Just a little hiccup. I live in the bottom of this pickup. Remember me being so funny and being so hungry, I had to eat cooks. How did you let it go? Her she rich, she makes me. Met her at one of the fucks and we caught her with her. She caught up a friend that kicked and we did it, and that's how we kick it. Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a brain. Can I kick it? Don't ask me anything. How I got her, how I did it. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Can I kick it? Took the specs, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things ain't changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I? So I went live, I ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive to do what I done. Wait. Need a light here, check my buzz. He's right here, check my buzz. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about us. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with a cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? What's broke to a guy with a man? What's broke to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me
Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give a about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave. Damn Kane, you done killed Abel. Unbalanced land trying to keep the people stable. The way I feel, I might it all up. The way you feel, you might do it for the bug. All black, born to be a rebel. After this, I might go and water down the devil. Listen to everything around me, I can't see. Picked a dozen roses and left them in Galilee rolling thunder. Don't hear my cry, don't let alibis pass you. I finally starting to realize, never give up and coincide. I can't watch TV, it's all a lot. Tired of trying, go ahead and fly. Everybody want a straight answer, but media keep us blind. A good heart is not hard to find. Why the people try to define infrastructure right? I don't got time, infrastructure right, I don't got time. I could it's all to we're talking about your to protecting the sons and daughters from political and slaughter. Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give a about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave. Never play by the rules, guess I'm paying my dues. They gon' try to intrude, poison the multitude. They be quick to accuse, when you got different views. Just know you gon' pay the price, based off the item you choose. Many ties in the culture, hit you with them K-Ultra. I knew you was a vulture, Holy Ghost get the ushers. No, I can't trust you. Shock you, then now you fluster. Crashing down, I was clutter. Doing this so subtle, falling out through the rubble. Remember this a jungle, the top I was gonna get something. In the middle, gotta stay hunting. Why the rush left for nothing? 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 Agitated illusion, only been for confusion. The institution, modern day execution. Think I know the solution. Maybe not should I do it? Just put it in the music. Just put it in the music. Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give a about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave. You'll burn out if you jump into the fire. Can you feel it rushing through your veins? Though you make it all that you desire. No ceiling without never be the same. You burn out if you jump into the fire. Can you feel it rushing through right through your veins? Though you make it all that you desire. No ceiling without never be the same. You burn out if you jump into the fire. Can you feel it rushing through your veins? Though you make it all that you desire. Ceiling without never be the same. Say I done powered up, level at 10,000 and climbing. No, I've been bad it to them looking back from around me. My what the deal is, really I just came here to gotta see this more gonna be a boy. Thank the good Lord I'm gifted. Overflowing with the sauce, I'm never holding back. I'm going in my coffin, middle finger poking through the casket. No turning tragedy to tragedy. Before you knew what happened, ain't no explanation. This is second nature. All is automatic.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the state of Florida and TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with the Washington football team. Josh Lambo set to go, and we are underway here in Jacksonville. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
At the 30-yard line. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
A gain of 4.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Finding his way home for the sack that time, Tbandit.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
A tough spot for Haskins in Washington here. 3rd and long after that last sack. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Jared Wilson. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
At their own 44-yard line.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Now Minshew. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. First carry for Raquel Armstead. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
He's brought down at the 30.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Off play action, it's Minshew. This one caught by Davis. Call it a gain of 5. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. On the handoff, Armstead. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Josh Lambo on for the field goal.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Now Haskins. Yeah, that one going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
This is taken at about the 14. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Beginning the drive here with Armstead. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Armstead, the ball.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football, because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
On 2nd down, Armstead. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
1st and 10 at the
So
30.
1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll go play action here with Minshew. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
And the catch good. It's Eifert. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
And he couldn't hang on. Almost an interception there defensively. Instead, it brings up 4th.
Incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10 right at the 30. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And some space here. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
But to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Now Minshew on 1st and 10. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Intercepted.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They go play action with Haskins. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Trey Quinn that time. And now it's 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The throw by Haskins complete to McLaurin. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 33. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. First down, here's a run with Peterson. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And down to the 7-yard line.
On the carry.
A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. Washington with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7. They'll run with Peterson. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
He was brought down at the 4.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. Jacksonville's pass defense holds serve. 4th down. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that's the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. This is Armstead on the carry. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them?
Tyler Eifert looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. Tyler Eifert 63 yards. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. And it is up.
Good.
And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now.
Washington.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10 at their own 24. Off of play action, he'll look to throw. And yet again, Haskins is intercepted. 3rd time. Picked off near the 32. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Out of the gun is Minshew. He's got Thompson here, complete.
Minshew.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to it and forcing a 3rd down.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. Doug Marrone can only shake his head. His guys are turned away. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go play action now. Haskins. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
1st down.
As they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Play action. Haskins. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Josh Allen. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. From the gun, Haskins on third down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Rashaan Melvin. Past the 20. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. That's a tough spot as a quarterback, Charles. You want to get rid of it, but you see what can happen when you do try to get rid of it with pressure.
Yeah, and how about the pressure coming without them having to blitz? That's when you know things are clicking for your defense, and the end result, they end up gaining 6 points.
Point after by Lambo, up and good. And the lead is now 17-3.
Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will make it into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
That's caught by Trey Quinn. Then he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Haskins looking to throw on first down. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Final play of the half. It's Haskins. That one is slant to McLaurin. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. 17-3 the score as we resume action for the second half on EA Sports. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. A nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
Kill. 22 jet bomber.
They'll stay with the run and Armstead. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Throwing on first down is Minshew. That one complete. He finds Shark.
Minshew's pass.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
A 7-yard pickup.
3 yards remain for second down.
At their 49-yard line.
They'll hand to Armstead. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
It's now 3rd and 4.
They'll give it back to Armstead. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They give it to Peterson. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 15 yards on the play, first down.
7-yard line. A gain of 15. First down, Washington.
Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 12 yards there and a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Haskins. And his throw here's incomplete. Dontrell Inman, the intended target. But it's going to be 2nd down. A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action from Jacksonville. On play action, Haskins. Open man here, Sims complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Josh Jones. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Steven Sims now on the return. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Takes over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Back to the air, Haskins after the pick 6. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. And his throw is incomplete. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and it's third down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
And now another one thrown incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
4th down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. And they'll indeed go for it with Haskins. He's able to find Edmond. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So a little extra on top of the big play there.
It's tough for guys rushing the passer, but you have to know when the ball is gone. And if you listen, officials will tell you ball's gone. He didn't pull up.
Now Haskins on 1st down. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Josh Allen, his 2nd sack of the night. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
To J.D. McKissick.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Third down. Here's Haskins. Jacksonville's pass defense holds serve. 4th down.
They went with the dive look that time on defense. Just flooded the field with defensive backs. Blanketed everyone. Took away all the passing angles. Thus, the incompletion.
41-yard attempt.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. A run here with Armstead. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Minshew sets to throw. They'll roll him out right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
Washington will take over 1st and 10. at their own 13-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Throwing now, Haskins on first down. Got a man, that's Quinn. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive, 17 yards and a first down. Here's Haskins out of the gun. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Operating from the gun. Haskins. He'll air this one out. It's caught inside the 25. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Touchdown.
Steven Sims Jr. 65 yards. And Washington able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that cuts the lead to 24-10. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
Washington.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. Room here to run. And he's into the clear. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, for touchdown, Jaguars. Laquell Armstead, 82 yards. And the Jaguars add on to their lead.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown one play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 28 yards.
First down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
He'll let this fly deep for Quinn. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. He was looking for Trey Quinn that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit him over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On 3rd down, Haskins. And he finds McLaurin. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
21 yards. And a Washington first down.
They go play action with Haskins. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
And inches at the 17-yard line.
Throwing again, here's Haskins. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the former first-round pick, DJ Hayden. And he is all the way up past the 25. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and we've seen it. But it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times.
2nd and 8.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
He was taken down by Ruben.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game. So he's really made his presence felt in this one.
And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 28-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice... And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Joe Schobert, the blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. After the sack on 1st down, Haskins now a desperate and got his man complete. Touchdown, Washington.
Complete to number
Terry McLaurin, an 80-yard touchdown. And Washington able to cut into that deficit.
The kick is
one play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
19-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets him 6.
3rd down.
Now Haskins to throw it. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 45, and they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Haskins pass intercepted. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Going with Armstead, a 1st down carry. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Jaguars are winners here as we say so long from Jacksonville.